Hello, everybody. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Sussex Squad podcast for all things Harry, Meghan, and Archie. And I am Tina.
And I'm Michelle.
And I'm Henry's cousin, Daniela.
And I'm free.
Welcome. Welcome,
She's
Danny.
free. We all free. Megan's free.
Exactly.
Archie's free. Harry's free.
Everyone's free.
Everyone's free. And welcome, guys. Thank you guys for joining us on this podcast. And for those listening to our voice today, this podcast is solely going to be all about Archie Day. And I'm not even going to start going into explanation. I'm just going to ask both Free and Danny, why Archie Day?
Free. Why Archie Day? Just kidding. We were just looking. Do you mean the name? Why did you choose Archie Day as a name?
I mean, why are we doing Archie Day?
Because it would feel wrong to let Archie's birthday pass without celebrating, and so we thought we needed to do something. I mean, can you imagine not celebrating Archie?
Exactly, I can't imagine any. Why would we not celebrate Archie? I mean, I celebrate Archie every day. But...
Exactly.
So, I know that this is going to go on for about a month. So. You know, some of the questions we got was, okay, well, it's going on for a month. Why do you guys call it Archie Day? And I think that people need to understand that it wasn't going to go for a month. So, but I'll let you explain. I'll let somebody explain it other than me. So.
Okay. Well, I guess it wasn't my decision, but I'll take a stab at it. I think basically we were originally going to do it for a much shorter period of time. And but then, of course, with the global issues going on right now, we thought that it would be a great idea to get involved. And the earlier you can get involved, as we've seen, in the news, the earlier you start addressing the problem, the better it is long term. So that's why we decided to start, especially after getting the message from Duke and Duchess of Sussex about them doing something later on and supporting different causes. We decided to do it for a month because also it's kind of like an insecure time for everyone. So having it open, having these fundraisers open for a month would give everyone the opportunity to address it when they can, when the opportunity arises in their life, when they feel that they can do something or give something, and that might not be necessarily be able to capture that within 1 week or a few days. So we decided to just announce it early, and so to give everyone a chance to participate.
I think one of the things that people I'm going to address this part, and I'm basically asking myself a question. There's a lot of people who think that we are Meghan. I don't know why, but
I wish.
But I wish, I literally wish that
I'm trying to be.
But I want to make it clear for the trolls who are out there listening that we are not Meghan. Meghan did not direct us to do anything. This is not endorsed by Harry and Meghan. They don't know we're doing this or anything. And so
they don't know us.
They don't know us. I wish they knew us. And I literally have Meghan as my friend in my head. And so this is how crazy I am. They don't know us. They would never know us because I think I
actually do not want them to know me, but okay. I'm good. I'm good like this. I don't want them to know me.
Yeah. I know, Danny, we say on the podcast, Michelle and I beg Harry not to ever listen to our podcast because it would be mortified to hear the nonsense that we talk about on this podcast.
Yes.
So I'm just trying to address up front for the people out there. This was not directed by Meghan or Harry. They don't know us. We don't know them. We don't talk to them. We're just, this is a grassroots effort.
Yes. I mean, have you seen Archie Day? That's like professional work. Meghan and Harry could never. They don't have
the skills.
They do
not
not
have the skills.
Yeah, they don't have the skills to pull off something as professional as Archie.
No, they do not.
They wish.
Why are we dragging them?
I think really that's all that needs to be said about trolls and whatever the trolls' crazy conspiracy theories are. I don't, we don't have to linger on that, but it's just so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, but
yeah.
Michelle,
can I just say one thing? For me, it really shows that what we're doing is something that barely happens in terms of royal watching. I think that's really what surprises people as well. That most of the time, royal watching was about, hey, we love tiaras, we love dresses, we love whatever, brooches and all that stuff. And we're literally saying, hey, we don't give a shit about this stuff. We're here to help charities. Literally the same mindset that Harry and Meghan have. That's we're following their lead in a way,
Absolutely.
And I think that's why we all support them. And that's really the difference between us and the rest of royal watchers, who are mostly for the materialistic aspect of royalty, basically.
I mean, just 2 years ago, I would never even think about donating to any charity, and now I'm like literally running a charity fundraiser online, and I'm like, let's go, like researching charities. I'm like, this is crazy, but this is Meghan. Like, this is definitely Meghan's impact in my life.
Exactly. And
great job by Danny for organizing the fundraiser, and she's done an incredible job.
Exactly. Yeah. And I
wouldn't have done it without you guys.
I was gonna ask, like, how did this, who organized it? Because one thing that people wanted to ask, they wanted us to be a little bit more transparent about who is involved in this effort, because as you guys know, there's been some concerns, right, within the squad about people trying to take advantage. And so, Danny, I have to say thank you for taking the initiative to.
Well, actually, I was like in the beginning, I was like, we need to do something for Archie's birthday. And I was talking to Free, and Free said, why don't you do it? Because, you are not American. And, there's this misconception that every fan of Meghan is American, or, and she was like, you start and I'll help you. And I'm like, okay. But then I was like, this was like a year ago. And I was like, okay, so when the time approaches, I'll talk to you. And then I started in December, remember, Free? I was like in December already, like researching charities and stuff. And then I sent a tweet saying, who wants to help or something, like who wants to help for Archie Day? And then some people, the first people that replied to me, I immediately made a group, was you, Emmy, and Wally, I think. And then Free, obviously. But Free, he was already in it. And so I did that small group, and I just stuck with it. And so like, now we're just going to do just the 5 of us. Yeah. So it was basically it. But the initiative was kind of like, no one, like, it's kind of weird to say I took the initiative, but honestly, everyone was like, someone was going to have to do it. And everyone was like trying to say, so who's going to do it? Who's going to start? Like, I didn't start the initiative. I was just like, okay, I'll do it then. Because everyone's just like waiting for someone to do it.
Yes, there was a lot of people. I think about maybe 3 weeks ago, there was so many people going on and are like, what are we doing for Archie's?
Yeah, exactly. And so I was like, okay.
Yeah. But by that time we already had a plan in place. So
yeah.
But it's either way, I was glad that somebody else, because one thing that we have to let people know as a squad, that we're not a monolith, right? We don't all think the same. We don't have a leader. We don't have like a code of conduct. We don't have rules. Everyone is an individual. Everyone is welcome.
Yeah. There's not any cliques.
Yeah. Stop with the cliques. None of that stuff. We're just like, everyone just does their own thing, and there's no right way or wrong way to, well, there's a wrong way to support Harry.
I'm my own clique, by the way.
Exactly.
She's free. Hello.
Yeah. But, I say all that to say that, this fundraiser, this campaign is not for one group of people. It's for everyone. Everyone who loves Harry and Meghan and Archie is welcome to participate, is welcome to be a part of it. It's not because Danny or Free or myself or Emmy and Wally are part of it, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a clique or whatever. If you love Harry and Meghan and you love Archie, then, and you want to be, you want to support in any way, then just support. Okay, forget about the other drama. Let's put those aside. We need to do what we do best, which is to come together for a common cause and help people who have a need to be helped. And that's what Archie Day is about.
Shout out to Emmy and Wally for abandoning us, but they're still my BFFs.
Oh, don't get me started on the whole BFF thing. It's a long story, but I'm not going to get involved in this because I'll be upset. So anyway, let's talk about the charities that we selected. Do you want, Danny, do you want to go with the ones that you wrote the stuff for, and then each person will go with the ones that they picked, that they wrote the stuff for? Does that work?
So let's just say that it took us about 3 months to choose 3 charities. At first, we were going to choose just one, and then it was really hard to just focus on one because there were so many good ones. So we decided on 3. And then we wanted to decide charities based on, which country was important to the Sussex family story. So the one that I wrote the description of was actually one that Free found, which is a South African charity called Nourish, that is basically providing food to children in communities that the schools were shut, and so they don't have the access to a meal daily. So basically they just go to their homes and bring food for the children and their families. And I loved that charity. That was like my favorite. I was like, yeah, we're going to do this one. And and I wrote the description for it on the page that I'm going to tweet later on.
Yeah, I think what probably a little background is that we started selecting charities, started looking for charities, and then, of course, the global pandemic kind of hit everyone, and then we changed our focus to focus more on that. So we want to make sure that the charities that we selected focused on that and also focused on children. It still is in honor or in benefit of Archie, so we want to focus on children. So the one that I highlighted was a charity in New York City. It's called Children's Aid. And basically they provide support and services, health services mostly, to children in need in New York City. And it's an American-based charity. We decided to select charities from North America and also South Africa. So the one I chose was the American charity, and it provides services mostly to like kids in foster care. So, and also health services. So they do like testing, and a lot of times kids in foster care, they're kind of transient. They might be transient going between, homes or school and that sort of thing. So they sometimes fall between the cracks in terms of services. So what Children's Aid does is they provide kind of testing for coronavirus. They also provide food packages, health care. They also, which was interesting, something that you don't think about often is that when a school or a university, they're all basically closed now, and some of these kids, they've either aged out of the foster care system, so they no longer have like family homes to go back to. So this charity helps find temporary housing for them if they had to vacate their dorms. And so I just thought it was a great charity, and really looking forward to supporting them.
And then the next charity that we picked was Boys and Girls Club in Canada. And we thought that this was very important to Harry and Meghan because Canada has always been an integral part of Harry and Meghan's relationship, whether it was during their dating period and also when they needed a safe and peaceful place to kind of retreat away from the craziness that was going on in their little small family. Canada welcomed them, Canada loved them, Canada protected them, and Canada will continue to be that integral part of their love story and their relationship. And so we picked Boys and Girls Club of Canada. And one of the reasons we did that is because, first of all, Boys and Girls Club of Canada also provides a lot of services to kids in Canada. They are the largest child and youth serving agency in Canada, and they're there to provide like a safe, supportive space for children and young adults to experience new opportunity. With the COVID-19 pandemic, Boys and Girls Club of Canada took an extra step, and they decided that they were going to start an initiative that's called Flex Your Head program. And as you guys know, mental health is such a big issue, especially for Harry and also for Meghan. And using Flex Your Head program, they provide free online mental health and wellness training, and also provide ways that young people and children can overcome their mental health anxiety through exercise and other forms of activity. And we felt like this was important for what was going on, because Harry and Meghan are so big about mental health. Harry is really big on using exercise to combat mental health. Canada has been an important part of their relationship throughout, and is always going to be a part of their story. And we decided that Boys and Girls Club of Canada will be a part of this campaign for us to be able to highlight for them, and also to do in honor of Archie. Pulling all three together, we feel like it was the right balance of South Africa knowing that Archie's first royal engagement and last royal engagement.
Not
He
his
said
last, not his
bye.
last.
Archie
Still royal.
said bye.
Well, I mean, like official, because it's not a working royal.
Okay.
His last
Okay.
official royal engagement.
Archie
No,
said
great.
Archie didn't want anything to do with it. He said, I'm bouncing, and he bounced.
Yeah, and they love them, in South Africa. I mean, how can you see that baby and not love them? But anyway, I digress.
It's so beautiful.
The charity in South Africa is great because Nourish. I love that one, like Danny was saying, because a lot of times, especially when schools are closing, and a lot of kids in impoverished nations and in the United States as well rely on the food programs,
Yes.
like lunch programs. And then if they're if they have to stay home and they can no longer go to the school and get those meals, then what happens to those kids? And this organization, Nourish, not only are they delivering the meals that they would have served to the kids in school, they're delivering them to their homes, but they're also delivering like hygiene products for the whole family. So I just thought it was a great charity.
And so, just for everyone, we're going to be linking all of these charities in the show notes of this podcast. So it'll be in the show notes. For those on YouTube, it'll be in the description. For those on any podcasting platform, it'll be in the show notes. So that you
Has
guys
Danny left? Did she fall asleep?
Who?
Me?
Danny's here.
I'm kidding.
I'm here.
So I wanted to ask some questions. Some things, what are we going to be doing for that whole month? So there are some questions that people have had. What are we going to be doing every day, the entire month? Because I remember, you remember Global Sussex baby shower. We tweeted life. I took off work for like a few days to tweet.
Yeah. Thank God I'm in quarantine, so I have all the time.
Yeah, I'm not working now, but so I'm fine. But what are we going to be doing? Are there going to be themes around days?
Well, that's a good question, and a question that I would love to have the answer to. And I think I'm just, I think at first, like the first week, I think I'm probably gonna like do phases, like week.
Mm-hmm.
The first week I'm gonna do that. The second week I'm gonna do that, and but I'm trying to be interactive and inclusive, because I want everyone to be part of, not only the people that donate, people that do not donate, because we have a lot of younger fans that don't have, a card or are not independent, like financially. So I want everyone to be part of the celebration, obviously. So I'm going to try to do things that everyone can, participate. I don't know yet. It's going to be a surprise.
It will be a surprise. But one thing that we're going to ask everyone to do, and that was the point of the whole, we're not a monolith and that everyone is an individual, is that participate how you feel best you can. Okay?
Yeah.
Retweet. Post your own type of thing. If you, during the Global Sussex baby shower, even though we had charities that we selected, some people donated to charities, additional charities. Don't feel like you have to be like, there are rules. There are no rules. The rule is just be a part of it. Enjoy this moment with everybody. and celebrate Archie the best way you can.
Yeah,
we're highlighting
for
these
sure.
charities, but we're not mandating that you donate to these charities. And I think one of the things that we talked about earlier was, doing something like a donate or deed, where someone either after you donate, and this is another thing we want to tell people, after you donate, just tweet with the hashtag that you donated. Let Danny know that you donated, because she's going to be acknowledging everyone.
Yeah, I'm going to be acknowledging everyone.
But also, if you donate or deed, so if you don't do a donation, or if you you did a deed that somehow benefited someone, particularly surrounding this pandemic, just tweet about that using the hashtag. So if it's, calling a neighbor, checking in on a neighbor, or supporting a local business, or whatever you do, it's not really so much as a fundraiser as it is a celebration of life, of Archie, of sticking together and making it through this. So just supporting each other. So yes, we want you to donate to these 3 charities that we've highlighted, but there are so many other ways to celebrate this.
Exactly. And yeah, I think it was important that we highlight that, because there are people, and Danny pointed this out, there are some young people amongst us. I mean, I'm really old, so I have money.
Oh my God.
but there are some really young people. I mean, I make fun of Danny. I'm like, you Generation Z people. But with that said, and there are people who, this time right now that we are in with this crisis and this pandemic, has been uncertain for a lot of people. Some people have lost their jobs. There are people amongst us in the Sussex squad who have lost their jobs, okay, who cannot afford. And that's one of the reasons why we stopped our Patreon. We completely stopped our Patreon, because we're like, there's no way we're going to be collecting Patreon when people are losing their job in hours at work. So with that said, don't feel like you have to donate money.
Yeah, but donate.
Yeah,
definitely donate if you can.
We're like, do not donate, do not. I'm like, okay, but if you can, please.
No. But we're saying, what I'm trying to say is that the people who
cash is my love language.
Yeah.
Just donate, okay? Donate. If you can, it's okay, but donate.
Yeah, if you can donate. If you cannot, retweet. Okay, if you can do a deed, as in your neighbor is sicker than you and you can do their grocery shopping for them, do it. If you can call an elderly person just to check on them, because for older people, they're lonely during this point in time. You guys know, and those who listen to my voice know, that I have a special spot for Mr. Gilbert, and I promised them, I was like, I will check on you as much as I possibly can, because Mr. Gilbert is older. We have a lot of people, and for Danny and Free, just so you know, majority of our listeners, 56% of our listeners are between the ages of 60 and 80. Okay, so they're older.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's the demographic that we talk to, and we curse so much. I don't know how to put up with that, but we do.
I hope everyone's taking precautions, washing their hands, keeping their social distancing.
Yeah. So we're saying all this to say that, donate if you can, but don't.
And when we say donate, it doesn't have to be, $1,000. I'm saying if you have enough, like if you have $5 or $10, it's not the amount you can give. It's just everyone chipping in, and it'll
just hashtag
for sure.
Just hashtag Archie Day, and in any platform, whether it's on Pinterest, whether it's on Tumblr or IG and Twitter, just hashtag Archie Day, and we'll just try to collate and help out as much as possible. I think we've answered the second question that I had for you, so I'm not going to. Somebody asked at the end of this, what is the outcome you're hoping to achieve? What are we hoping to achieve?
What we hoping to achieve?
Yes.
I don't know. Let me think. It's a celebration. It's like we're not trying to like make headlines or like have like it's not really our goal. Our goal is really to celebrate Archie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's no dollar amount. There's no goal, like a dollar amount that we're trying to reach. I think, not to keep harping on it, but, with the coronavirus, pandemic, there's, and social distancing, a lot of people can feel isolated or cut off or not connected. And I think this is just a way that we can all feel like we're contributing to something and working on something together and helping people. And so if the result of all of this is, people who may have felt isolated or helpless or worthless or useless or something like that, if they're able to feel like a sense of accomplishment in helping someone, that'd be great. And also, the people who benefit from these charities, the people in South Africa, the kids in New York City, and the children in Canada, if we can help improve their lives, a little bit, that'd be great as well.
Michelle.
Yes. Sorry, I had to put on mute.
I know. Do you have questions? I'm being quiet.
No, I'm actually listening because a lot of it was happening behind the scenes. And so, no, I'm actually glad to see that Danny is the one who's doing it because because I know how much. Because I know how much she's been writing on Meghan, and I was like, damn Archie, he's like you're offering, you have to do something for. So it's great to see that she's actually working really hard behind the scenes for us.
So Danny, just so you know, we invoke your name on this podcast pretty often.
Really? Oh my God! What do you guys say about me?
We just wish that you ever come on our podcast. It's been a dream of ours. So we're like literally fangirling right now.
The thing is, I'm not as crazy as I am on my Twitter. You know that. I'm pretty soft and I'm not that crazy.
But I used to fangirl over Free, and Free came on our podcast, and then we stopped fangirling.
Free's definitely the fake. She's like the fake preacher, and she's like always very composed. But I know deep down, she wants to.
No, she's always composed. And I'm like, you're always composed, and then I have to check myself sometimes. Like, okay,
I know she makes me feel like. Sometimes I go crazy. She's like, "You're crazy," and it makes me feel bad. I'm like, "Yeah, she's so right. I'm crazy."
Also, one thing that I wanted to highlight before we kind of have a free-for-all on the podcast is we will also be doing a voicemail. If you guys, I don't know what episode it was, and I need to check what episode it was because I can't remember right now, but we had an episode where we had a voicemail. I think it was episode 22. If you go back and check episode 22, we had a voicemail where we did a 1-year anniversary for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. We also have a voicemail line open.
That's coming soon too.
Yes. So for
I always find it so amazing how Tina can remember episode such and such. Like I don't even remember what we talked about the last podcast, guys. Like I don't know how she does that.
Do you know what episode we're on right now, Michelle? No.
No.
You edited the last two episodes.
I know it's 60 something. I know it's 60 something, no?
Yeah, it's 60 something. Okay. But anyway, episode 22, if you guys go on episode 22, it was all you guys' voices wishing Harry and Meghan a happy 1-year anniversary. And so we have a voicemail line. We're not going to put it on the show notes because there are crazy people out there. There was somebody who told me today that they wanted me to die. So I am not.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, we get the most hate because we curse people out. But anyway, if you want the voicemail address, you have ways to either DM us, email us, and I promise you, I will contact you. I'll send you, and also you can contact Free and Denny and other people. Yeah. They have the link. They can send it to you directly. So if you don't like me, you can contact Free or Denny.
Yeah, well, if they, I don't think people like me that much.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
It's okay. I'm sweet. Yeah. I'm sweet. I'm not like Henry's cousin is not the same person as Denny.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll send Free, Emmy, Wally, Denny, Michelle they all have the link to the voicemail. If you guys want to leave a message, if you feel like, look, I'm not going to be retweeting all the time, I'm not going to be doing whatever, and you want to leave a message, we can put together all that messages into a podcast. Hopefully when Archie turns old enough, he will find all the good wishes for his first birthday.
Yeah, maybe he'll probably find it very weird, but
yes,
you know,
that a bunch of
like,
old ass people who are probably dead.
We're like, we're gonna be so old. Like, oh, Archie, you were such a happy time in our lives. And like, damn. But yeah.
But hopefully, we that way you can contribute. You don't feel like you are not a part of this. And the whole message of this whole podcast is to let people know that you belong to something. You belong to this. This is you. Whether you feel like you're not a part of the Sussexsquad Squad, or that you're shy, or that, I don't know, that you don't have enough money, whatever, there's something for everyone. And don't feel dejected. Don't feel free. Can you help me out? Because you are better at this than me.
Free is a talented one in the group. By the way, now that you mentioned money,
I don't know. It sounded like you were making you were doing fine without me, so I don't think you need my help.
Yeah.
But so you mentioned money, and I think it's important to
donate. Help us by retweeting
to know that the
link.
money is going to be going directly. It's not going to go through us in any way, because we forgot to say that.
Yes, Danny, explain that.
So we are using this platform called Global Giving, where the charities are in. And what we did is we made a project where we can write our title and our description, but the money donated does not go to us, it goes directly to the charity. Because people can get confused. I know there's been a lot of talk about like people being scamming some members of the Sussex Squad and stuff. And so it's just to get clear that we are not dealing with any money at all.
Yes.
Right. Global Giving does all of the vetting for all the charities. So you're not giving to us or to any third party, and we never want anyone to donate to any third party entity. Basically just donate directly to the charities. And with Global Giving, you can go on their website, globalgiving.org, and it's a large global crowdfunding community connecting nonprofits, donors, and companies in nearly every country. That's how they describe themselves. So all we did was do a description of the charities, and but you can go on their website and find the same charities. What we did was find 3 that we highlighted that we thought would work with the theme that we wanted to use this year.
Yeah. No, thank you for explaining that better for us, Free, because I think it's important that people know that with Global Giving, they verify everything real good. Like, we're not just so you know, like, we're not.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we chose Global Giving and not like GoFundMe or anything, because Global Giving is specifically for charities, not just
All right. So I think that's all the questions that we had. And Denny and Free and Michelle, do you guys have? I'll let Denny go first, and then Free, and then Michelle. Do you guys have any lasting comments before we end the podcast?
Donate. Just kidding. I don't know. Let's. I mean, it's starting in like about. I'm gonna tweet the charities in about 8 hours.
By the time they hear this, the charities you'll have tweeted it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm just hoping that everyone's just like as excited as I am, and we're gonna have like really fun with this. I just want everyone to have fun, and I want it to be like fun, basically. So yeah, be part of it, please.
Yes, I guess I'll just say that it was fun working on this project, and we'll be working on it for another month. But I just want to let all of the listeners know that that we have to kind of stick together. I hope everyone's, heeding all of the guidelines by the World Health Organization and CDC or whatever health organization. Everyone stay safe. Everyone take care of each other. Global Giving, again, is the one vetting the charities, and we hope that you take some time to look at the charities that we selected, read the descriptions, and if you're able to give, please donate. I think that the people who would be the recipients would be very grateful, and we're looking forward to being able to help out some great grassroots organizations. And I can't think of anything else. That's it, basically.
Michelle?
Yeah, for me, one thing that a little cheeky thing, you have to go hard on those donation on April 21st. Is that it? April 23rd. I don't remember the other day.
Okay, I'll help you. I'll help you out. April 21st, April 23rd, April 29th, and May 2nd.
There you go, guys.
Like, see, I still don't know what those dates mean. I
don't know either.
What the hell is April 23rd? Like, what's that?
No, we're not going to go there. Danny, I'll talk to you offline.
Yeah, let's do that.
So April 21st, April 23rd, April 29th, and May 2nd, we have to go extra hard. We have to donate harder. We have to promote harder. We have to do good deeds harder. We have to give more voicemail. We have to do whatever it is.
Hashtag the hell out of it, guys.
On those obviously. Okay. And let's not forget actual Archie Day, like
May 6th.
May 6th. Yeah, that's it. That's an important one.
Yes. There you go.
All right. So for me, and then Michelle will close out the podcast. For me, for those who need to get the voicemail, please let myself, Michelle is Michelle. What's your handle on Twitter? Is it Sussex Michelle?
Yes, it's at Sussex Michelle. Yeah.
At Sussex Michelle. Danny is Henry's cousin.
Don't
be fooled by Henry's cousin. But if on Twitter, I will also send it to People's Princess of Sussex on IG, and also HM Listen on IG, Meganpedia. Free Pepper on Twitter, Free Pepper on IG, Wally on Twitter, Emmy
Wally
Targaryen.
is WALIE.
Okay, Wally is WALIE on Twitter. Emmy Targaryen, she has a different picture every 2 days. I can't figure out who she is. And also, so I'll send the speak pipe stuff to all of them so that they can send it to people who need it. So everyone is a part of this. You don't have to be a part of the Sussex Squad, or you don't have to be whatever. Just
am I a part of the Sussex Squad? I don't even know if I am.
Yeah, Danny, are you? Because you keep dragging Henry, so I'm sick and tired of that shit.
I keep dragging Henry, and I know that's not what the Sussex Squad member does. So I'm like,
we don't do that. We don't do that here. Anyway, so just saying for every single person that you and everyone else out here listening to our voice, if you don't like us, listen to us for this one podcast, episode 69 of the Sussex Squad podcast. And it will be out tomorrow at midnight, whatever your New York time midnight is. So I'll be editing all day today, and it'll be out, and I'll have all the links in the show notes. And let's just go. Let's go hard. Let's go crazy. Let's have fun. Let's celebrate.
Support some great charities.
Yes, let's celebrate Archie Harrison. He's an amazing kid.
Archie. Let's just say Archie. I like Archie.
Well, no, because
Happy
you don't like
Archie.
Harry. But also, just so you know, for every single person out there who's supporting this charity, we're not expecting anything from Harry and Meghan. We don't want a picture. Well,
we do not want a picture.
We don't want a picture. We want you to starve everybody from a picture and everything. This is what we want. Harry, I know you're listening. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully. Tell that girl that you're married to that you are not releasing a picture because Tina said no. Harry,
no, I don't want to see Archie on May 6th a new picture. And who are they going to use to release a picture? Imagine if they send it to Clarence house.
I don't give a fuck.
No. I don't want to hear that word. Seriously, I don't like. Have you seen how thirsty they are right now, crying about Harry? Like,
no, we're not talking about it. Michelle, we can record a podcast after this.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm not saying.
Michelle and I can record another podcast that we'll release on Wednesday, and we can talk about the fuck shit. But right now, we don't want a picture of Harry, Meghan, and Archie. And Archie,
basically, we're not doing this for anything in return. Don't let the media say that they would disappoint the fans or any of that nonsense.
The fans don't care.
You know,
we don't want pictures. We don't want pictures. So stop it. So that's why we're putting this out there at midnight on Monday morning. I will work all day, and you guys know my story. You guys listen to episode 67. You know my story. I will work all day. My husband is mad at me because I'm sitting here working. But I will work all day today, and I'll get this podcast out, and it'll be out at midnight on all platforms. And I want every single one of you to understand that we want nothing from Harry and Meghan and Archie. We just want Archie to have the best 1-year birthday that he can possibly have. And none of you guys, the vultures, Katie Nichols, I'm talking to you. Emily. Hey, Emily Andrews, how you doing?
Okay. Oh my God, where is she? Where is she?
She doesn't have a job.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm talking to you guys. We don't want shit from them. So you can write all your articles about the fans are disappointed. We have a podcast that said, we don't want shit from you. We don't want shit from you. Henry, stop listening to this podcast.
Can you imagine?
I kind of want him to listen to I want him to kind of listen to it.
All right, so that's it. We if you cannot donate cash, please donate cash. But if you cannot donate cash, there's a voicemail. You can do a good deed for your neighbors, your grandmothers, your whatever. Yeah. Everybody, call somebody. And
retweet the links, retweet the charities, promote that. If you can't donate, promote it at least
make sure everyone donates. Your mom, your dad, your aunt, your cousin.
Just
ask everyone for some money.
Send the link to everyone.
Just hashtag Archie Day.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle, are you done?
Okay. Yes. So guys, yes, as Meghan would always say, no bad energy. Bye.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say good evening, everyone, because that's how she always starts her speeches. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.